Assalamu alaikum. Today we are here going to cover up another exciting topic for AS, and the chapter is 2, and the topic is bit streaming. All right. In this section, we are going to cover up the introduction of bit streaming, exactly what is bit streaming, how bit streaming basically works, how we can control the buffer, advantages of bit streaming, and the disadvantages of bit streaming as well. Well, when we talk about what is about introduction to bit streaming, well, bit streaming is basically the procedure of continuous transmission of digital bits, or you can say, well, we know about that how the structure of bits are. We have 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 0, all that. So in bit streaming, basically it is a continuous transmission of digital bits well over the internet. And well, it is when it is about the transmission of bits over the network, it basically requires a very high speed data communication like a broadband, and it is commonly used for video and music streaming as well. When we talk about the streaming, like you can say Spotify, well, when we talk about video, so you can say Netflix as well. So a lot of live streaming is basically when we are watching the match over the internet. So these are all the live streamings. So data is often compressed before the transmission. When it is about for the bit streaming as well, you can say the live streaming. So before going to the live stream, the data is basically compressed before the transmission, and buffering basically make sure that it will smoothly play back as well. Well, when we talk about how bit streaming works, the basically the process is this, that firstly your if you are going for the video, it will be compressed, all right, first. Second, continuous stream of bits from the server will be sent. Third, temporarily store in the buffer on the user's device as well. If you notice, when we are watching some kind of videos over the network, or you can say some live, or you can say data from the यूट्यूब एज वेल. सो आपने नोट किया होगा कि सम जो है वो डाटा जो होती है, जो बिट्स होती हैं, वो उसकी लोड हो रही होती हैं, एंड देन आपका जो प्रीवियस डाटा है वो लाइव जा रहा होता है, या प्रीवियस वीडियो जो होती है वो रिज्यूम हो चुकी होती है. अगर आपका सेक्शन जो है वो उस तरह से बिट्स आपकी ट्रेवल ना करें या लोड ना हो, सो इट विल जस्ट स्टॉप लाइक दैट, एंड इट विल जस्ट वेट दैट अगली आपकी जो ट्रांसमिशन है वो लोड हो जाए, एंड देन इट विल वर्क बेसिकली. So media player basically plays data from the buffer when you have done all these three steps as well, that when you have compressed, when you have, and it is sending from the server, and the buffer is basically, it is basically stored temporarily in a buffer on the user device. So the fourth step will be that the media player basically plays the data from the buffer, and if there is a something that connection is slow, or you can say the quality is low, so playback may just to pause the video, and it will allow buffering as well. So that's why we see something that, like, if you have a poor connection over the net when you're watching the videos, so your video may be circulated, you can say you can see some circle on the video that is basically circling and waiting for the strong connection as well. So example आप अगर देखें तो ये है कि when you're watching a YouTube video, or maybe video data streams from the YouTube servers not stored permanently on a user device. Whatever you are watching from the YouTube on your device, it is not going to be stored on your device as well. So if you have a poor connection, if you have a low bandwidth over the network, so it will just take time to load. Second, third thing is how can you control the buffer. Buffer basically is just like you can say the storage part of the any kind of video which is basically going to store. So how can you get that? It is a temporary storage for a smooth playback, and there are basically two important limits. The number one is low watermark, and the number two is high watermark. Low watermark may be that it is a basically minimum data that would be needed before the playback continues, and it basically we see on our YouTube as well when we are watching the videos. The second is high watermark, basically maximum buffer capacity, whatever that can be stored in that buffer before the playback. So usually the difference between low and high watermark is basically equals to 80% of total buffer. If the buffer runs empty, it means video is paused, or you can say it is a buffering. Example, आप देख लें कि Netflix जो है वो pass हो जाता है when you have a poor, you can say slow internet connection, and buffer basically refills before the resuming as well. Well, when we talk about the advantages of bit streaming, so there are basically some kind of pros and cons of bit streaming as well. When we see advantages, तो advantages ये होते हैं कि no waiting for the full download, वो आपकी वीडियो जो होती है वो उसका सेक्शन जो होता है वो बफर में लोड होता जाता है एंड आपको वेट नहीं करना पड़ता है इफ़ यू हैव अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग कनेक्शन। सेकंड ये है कि आपकी जो डिवाइस की जो स्टोरेज है वो भी सेव हो जाती है, ऑन डिमांड एक्सेस आपको मिल जाती है, इसके लिए कोई स्पेशल हार्डवेयर नहीं रिक्वायर्ड होता, और आपको पायरेसी प्रोटेक्शन भी मिल जाती है। अगर आप इसकी कुछ एक्सप्लेनेशन अगर देखें तो आप ये देखते हैं कि व्हेन यू आर वाचिंग सम काइंड ऑफ वीडियोस इंस्टेंटली, आपकी फाइल्स जो है वो लोकली सेव नहीं होती, ठीक है। देन यू कैन वॉच और लिसन एट एनी टाइम एज वेल, ठीक है। नो स्पेशल हार्डवेयर मीन्स यू कैन वर्क ऑन फोन एंड लैपटॉप एज वेल, एंड पायरेसी प्रोटेक्शन मिल जाती है। इट इज़ बेसिकली वेरी हार्ड टू कॉपी द स्ट्रीम्ड फाइल्स एज वेल, ठीक है। And there are basically some kind of disadvantages as well, and you can say cons. The first disadvantage we get that we need a very stable, or you can say strong internet connection. It basically stops basically when you have no poor internet connection. Buffering जो है वो pause हो जाती है. It buffering basically pause when you have a slow broadband, and you can say slow band with it. Disadvantage ये भी हमें है कि you need a very high band with it, so it may exceeds the data limits. सिक्योरिटी रिस्क इसके अंदर आ सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर आपको वेरी क्विक रिस्पॉन्स चाहिए, और वी कैन से वेरी हाई बैंडविड्थ चाहिए, तो मे बी उसके ऊपर जो है वो मलेशियस लिंक्स आ जाते हैं, कोई पॉपअप्स एड्स आ जाते हैं, दैट विल बी लीड्स टू, और यू कैन से रीडायरेक्ट द फेक ईमेल लिंक्स, और यू कैन से फेक वेबसाइट्स दैट विल लीड टू फर्दर ब्रीच द सिक्योरिटी। एंड हमें डिसएडवांटेज ये जो भी मिल जाता है कि कॉपीराइट इश्यूज़ भी आ जाए, तो अनऑथोराइज जो है वो उसको रीस्ट्रीम भी कर सकता है। So this is the all from my side, and this is the all content for basically bit streaming as well. So it is, when it is about that, what is bit streaming? It is a basically continuous transmission of bits, or you can say the data over the network. So if you have any query regarding this one, you can just comment, and then I will definitely answer this. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel as well, and we will see you in the next lecture as well. Thank you.